getting up and all that good stuff. My name's Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with gunmetal crystal edge technology screens, soon to be Imperial gunmetal crystal edge technology screens. So I got a bit of an interesting trip today. Few trips to make today, but one of the trips I'm going to be going to my storage unit. I don't think I'm going to be to record live in there. Probably, here comes the cat, look. Automatically, the minute the camera comes on, here comes Mr. Show Off. Taco, as long as you don't touch the screen, we're good, okay? The minute the camera comes on, here he comes. But anyway, yeah, so I got to go to the storage unit today. I got to pick up some stuff, and I got to drop off some stuff we no longer need here. I am going to pick up one of my Christies, and I'm picking up Old Faithful. You ever been Old Faithful? I got to rearrange my unit. It is so junky in there, it's not even funny. But I'll do some recording as I'm walking through. Here's some pretty cool stuff in Allentown I got to show you. But right now, today, we got work. So we're going to be doing some caulking here. We got orders to go out. We're attaching the batch number, and we're showing off the Amazon cardboard scrap screen. Those of you saw these crazy, insane batch number demonstration, which, yeah, was a little wild in there. Basically, I ripped up pieces of cardboard bit by bit, painted them, and actually stapled them like some kind of paper mache collage right to the side of the wall. Now, this is only going to be here until Monday, because Monday the installation comes in, and I got to finish everything up. And after that, we start bringing in drywall. But anyway, oh yeah, and that soundboard. Oh my goodness, can't believe I'm paying that much for that stuff. But anyway, I need it because I need the experience. But anyway, so yeah, so this is the scrap screen by Amazon. Oh, it's Amazon scrap screen. So I got this pretty interesting idea on building a screen out of giant puzzle pieces, and I found a company that will build me these giant puzzle pieces that I've requested. It's going to be done for a demonstration. It's pretty cool. It's a demonstration that I'm doing. And I'll show you the building where I'm going to be actually displaying my screen. We have the AdTech technology right over there. Oh, it's right in the heart of freaking Allentown. So it's gonna be pretty cool for them to see that. I'm also gonna be going over to City Hall because I have to go over there and I have to talk to somebody over there about basically getting a screen put downtown because they don't have any movie centers. This is like a little, it's a nice knit community. Like literally you could bump into somebody like 3 or 4 times easy in a day. I'll meet somebody at the post office. I'll meet them over at Rite Aid. I'll see them over at the library. Like you would bump into people randomly. So when I got a chance to go to one of those big shows they have, I must have knew like 13, 14 people already, and I haven't been here that long. So it's pretty interesting. People you can meet, and everybody's so freaking friendly. I freaking love it. So I'm talking to the city about basically installing in this massive like theater screen for the community that they can come in and watch. Of course, we're donating it for free. And the reason why, publicity. That's why. So that's why I'm getting the warehouse and all this stuff, permits and all this stuff ready for this for next summer. Last summer was nice, but it gave me a chance to get a feel of what I'm dealing with in the city and all, and what kind of people I'm dealing with. And I wasn't too happy last summer because I was living at the apartment. Now today, I like this place over here. I freaking love it. So we'll start from there. So this is a scrap screen. As you can see, this is the one attached to the batch numbers that we have on the back of our containers. There we go. It's amazing paint right there. That is the most interesting demonstration, but it gave me some ideas for some really cool advertising for our technology. And by that time, we should have the Alpha, the new one coming out. Oh, I cannot wait. That thing is going to be absolutely beautiful. It's going to do everything all in one. All right, so let's get this started. Now we're using our 1080p projector, and that's why I'm going back to my storage unit because I'm swapping out for a 720p because I'm used to using the 720p. I feel the 1080p is like a little too easy. Not easy, but I like more of a challenge. So we're going to get our 720p unit out, and I'm going to bring out Old Faithful. All right, so while you guys are checking out this, you got anything else besides grass growing and everything? Something interesting with some wildlife or giant animals or whatever across the screen, something crazy. Let's see what we got. Let's go over to our selection here. OLED demonstrations are nice too. Grab those. I'm going to have some fun with this screen before we take it down, but I am going to have me a puzzle screen built. I figure, why not? Well, we haven't done their videos in a while. Let me see something for a minute. Now, the screen paint we have here, as you can see, you can paint it on just about everything. We do have a specification sheet there. We do request that you read through it thoroughly. It'll tell you exactly what you can paint it on. You can spray it on. There's a spray on demonstration on the page, which you can check out. That was a screen that was sprayed on site and displayed on site. Let me see. As for your projectors, again, we don't support the knockoff projectors at all, but we do support quite a lot of projectors. We have a list down there below. And again, you don't have to spend a lot of money because I don't spend a lot of money for my projectors. My projectors are very cheap. Let's grab this one right here. I've done this one on the wall. Isn't that beautiful? Now, all our products, as I said before, are made out of a 5-gallon container. We got to give a nickname to our container over there. Give it a cool nickname. I might put some googly eyes on it and some safety glasses on it because I like to mess with stuff like that. But yeah, we make our products in a 5-gallon container. All our products are tested. All these screen paints we have have been tested before they are sold. The new technology is going to go through the same formality. We test everything before it's sold, and then basically go through something called a batch number. Batch numbers are extremely important because, again, it backs our technology. Cuts down on fraud too. Now, I have to say this at the end of the day, it is part of our policy. If you do violate one of these batch numbers, keep in mind we can take you to court and we can sue you up to $12,000 in small claims court. Just be lucky we're going to small claims. We can literally go to civil court and sue you for a lot of money. But just put it this way, I'm going to keep it simple and quick. So pretty much, yeah. So again, we don't mind if people do reviews against our product and you say something like, hey, it's not to my liking, this, that, and the other. But if you make false accusations against our products that are not true, then we will bring you to court and we'll have to file a lawsuit against you. Hopefully we don't have to do this. I think what I'm going to do is I was talking to my mother about the whole entire thing. She said, well, you should give people a cease and desist order. None of things cost money at the end of the day. It really do. It costs money to do a cease and desist order. But anyway, we'll send out a cease and desist order to your address. And then if you proceed, then we'll follow through with a lawsuit. Because we had to show the judge at the end of the day, we did give you fair warning before we filed. So who is it we worked with the last time we got that? I know what company we went through to get those done. So I'll contact them and let them know we're going to be putting them on a payroll because we're probably going to, hopefully we don't need them. Hopefully, but chances are we probably will. And I don't know what the heck is going on. Plexiglass has been expensive, but gee whiz Louise, it's gotten crazy expensive. I got to build a plexiglass screen. I need a virtual screen. Oh, actually, I'm building a well, the nickname I'm going to call it is the sky screen or the ceiling screen. I haven't figured out yet. We're going to call it. What the heck are you scratching out that I'm hearing? Oh, you inside your little bin. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So, yeah. Because I got a screen I'm going to be mounting up with a laser projector, Casio, and it's out of the way, so I don't have to worry about walking in front of that thing. It's up on the ceiling. So that's a good thing about it. That's new. So I want to get that. I'm going to buy that screen ahead of time because I need to get that done before it gets cold. Got to spray that screen because that's for the ceiling that we're putting in. As you can see, nice, beautiful colors. I'll take you guys off the stand so you can have a look at this bad boy. This is our scrap Amazon screen. This is made out of multiple pieces of screens that I actually tore up on the floor. You can see some of it's right there and just coated it with our technology. For those who are thinking like, wow, why is your place such in shambles? It's in shambles because I moved into a garage, and actually I have another section that I'm calling My Simple Life, where I'm basically moved into a garage. It's not like I moved into a garage, and I'm converting this into a living quarters. So right now I'm tied into a whole bunch of chat rooms and group chats and talking about basically tiny home living. I freaking love every minute of it. So I am basically bit by bit converting this place. You're gonna see some things changing around you as we start doing some videos here and there. And then you'll get a chance to see when we finally finish. I'm going to be coming down to a size of 139 inch 235.1 screen. That's what I'm going to be building. It's going to be all cardboard, by the way. Much easier to do. It's going to be a panel cardboard system. But this is it right here. And again, didn't take me a lot. Just whoop, 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 done. Rolled over and that's it. That's how beautiful the image comes up. And I'm on not on an expensive projector. My projector cost me $300. That's it. No $3,000, no $4,000, none of that nonsense in the day. And again, we can use it in a fully lit environment. These are the garage lights. You can see they're quite bright. So this is what's going out today, right here. Sorry about the mess down here. Like I said, we're still working here. That's going in storage. These are orders that came through. These are over splashes. This is what's left. They don't last long anyway. They go, usually we got somebody already coming in and inquiring about this one. So these go for around $264. I think I got that right? 264, 67. It's somewhere in that range, but that's what they go for. I don't know, why didn't they buy a gallon? Okay, I'm just wondering about this. Somebody's doing an order for a screen, but they bought 3 quarts of it. So I don't know why they didn't buy a gallon of it. All right, so these right here are already sold. We got to drop batch numbers on here. This one right here is going out to a customer. I got to put batch number on that one. Just to let you know your orders are going out. You already have your tracking numbers. Tracking numbers, we make them like 4 or 5 days in advance, just in case if anything pops up where containers are late, stuff like that, supplies and stuff. If you get a void, we send you a void. It's because your items came in too late and your tracking number is about to expire. And that's why you get the void. And then we send you out another tracking number right behind that one. So you're good to go. All products are tested. All products have batch numbers attached to them. Can't wait to do the next batch number demonstration. It's going to be funny. I'm going to try to keep it shorter this time. I promise to keep it shorter. I did go a little too far. I was having fun. I was just having fun, people. And watch this joker. Every 5 minutes, watch, you're going to see him come up in the camera. Just tries me every freaking time. You want a lab coat, Taco? I will get you a lab coat. You want to be part of the videos? I think it's been part of the videos. I'm going to get him a little lab coat, see if I wear it. Hopefully some glasses. Oh, let's leave it a walk around this. All right, let you see this. There we go. Let me get stuck on the stand. Now, yesterday we threw a black shirt up here. We threw a white shirt up here. We showed you color balance difference. We showed you that no matter what we throw up here, whether it be paint, whatever, it doesn't match your technology. This is what the black versus black tests are. That's why I said I never could understand how when we do all these tests, like right now, all the products we have coming out, we have to do all these tests to make sure this stuff works. And then we'll have somebody come along and go, oh, this is so-and-so and so, and then they get slapped with a lawsuit. Remember, whatever accusations that you make, you're going to have to back this up in court. If not, you'll lose your shirt in that room. That's why I explain to people. That's why we do all these tests to back our products up. So if you're saying my product's this, that, and the other, I'll just take you to court and we'll figure it out from there. But if you can't back it up, you lose your shirt. If you've got a person right now of interest, that's going to court for quite a few lawsuits. So I don't want it to come down to that, but unfortunately, this is business and this is what you got to go through. So yes, I love this scrap screen, I'm telling you. This would have to be, we did the cardboard box. I was like, okay, you know, but I get bored quick. So we did the cardboard box already. Like, let's build a scrap screen. I saw the pieces on the floor. I said, we're just going to build a screen piece by piece by piece and just staple it up there. Now, as for your projector lumens, we use this at all our screen paints are tested with Old Faithful. That is our 1,000 lumen projector. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to store it to get Old Faithful when we're done with this video. I'm going to bring her out. I'm going to hit her on the wall, and she's going to shine beautifully with no problem. I can drop Old Faithful at 150 inches at around 18 feet from a screen in a fully lit environment wrapped in windows. I did that in the apartment multiple times. You can't get a 3,000 lumen BenQ to jump off our screen paint. There's something wrong with your projector at the end of the day because we could drop it at 1,000 even outside. As a matter of fact, we do have a nice little section against the house where I can basically set up some demonstrations for outside. And I'm also going to be painting one of these screens inside. They want a screen inside, so I'm going to be doing the installment for the screen inside. I'll be doing some recordings on that. You'll get a chance to see the screen set up. I haven't decided. Well, one of the hurdles we run around right now up in the house, so I got to get the painting done in there too. I'm going to paint this house on the inside. I got a nice color I want to add to that. It's going to clash real nice with the screen we're going to put in there. But anyway, one of the things we have, this is like a wall outlet, like right there in the center of the wall. Like, why of all places would you put an outlet right there? No, it's not an outlet. It's a dimmer. That's what it is. It's like right there in the center. Like, why? Why would you put that there? So we can't actually put a screen over top of it. So we have to put a motorized in. So I'll put a motorized projection screen in. It's easier because it goes up and down. It can get to the dimmer, which I still don't understand why they put a dimmer there. It's like, why would you put that there? So we're going to put a, I haven't decided what screen. 120 inch is a good size screen. Put a 120 inch screen in there, and then I'm going to his house and I'm painting in. He wants a 120 inch in there too for him and his kids. So I'm going to paint one in there too also. I will not be recorded in there because we won't have that problem. It's a shame. We have to think where we do things at because we have weird people who follow us. But that person will no longer exist. But anyway, yeah, so I want to do a setup for him and his kids, but I'm going to keep his one private. That's basically about it. Oh, cute little body. Oh, he's attacking my boots. This is the reason why I don't have laces. This is why I don't have laces. Oh, they have the old boots. No. You're good. You're good. Chew them up. I don't care. I don't care. I thought they were my new ones I just bought. I bought these new hikers. Oh, I swear, those are the best boots I've ever bought in my freaking entire life. They are amazing. Freaking amazing. I bought these hikers because I'm not into show when it comes to boots. I'm into performance. Things got to be comfortable. I do a lot of walking and I love to walk. And I need something to be super comfortable. Man, those boots are amazing. I paid 46 bucks for them. I'm about to go get me another pair. They got them in gray. And I got them like in I called the military black. That's when I got the military black. And they got them in gray. I'm going to get the gray and I got a blue pair. They are so comfortable. Them hikers are no joke. I love them. I see why people walk around them things all freaking summer and they walk around. And the winter things are amazing. Oh, got to get some glasses on Taco. Taco, we got to get you some glasses. How can you wear glasses like that? Look at the white levels. Gorgeous. As I said before, you're going to have a sacrifice line there. Every screen has a sacrifice line. Some people want to act like their screens don't have a sacrifice. You do. Gray and white screens have the highest sacrifice because, again, they lose so much. They can't see 100% contrast. They won't be able to register a color level. They have to use high-end projectors to be able to produce, and they have to be in controlled environments because the screen will have issues producing color in fully lit environments. Darker screens don't have that issue. They have the best advance when it comes to ambient light rejection. Well, our technology, I can't say what goes on with the gunmetals, but our technology pulls 100% contrast. And again, with 100% contrast, the higher your contrast, the better your color. I love this scrap screen. I'm going to have to make me another one. I'm doing a puzzle screen. Meow back to you too. Meow back to you too. Let's talk about having these conversations in the morning. We're going to do some projector mapping here soon because I got to test one of the walls out. So we're going to have quite a few projectors in here running. We need as always, we always have multiple projectors. And I thought I was going to come here with one projector. That's not going to happen. We have a laser projector, which is going to be connected to here to the basically ceiling screen that's going to have here for basically for watching my sports, movies, and all that stuff like that. That's for the kitchen, and that's for when I walk into the door, I want to see a screen hanging from the ceiling. I thought it'd be pretty cool. We have, that one's going to be probably about a 40-inch screen. We're going to be doing on the other side the movie screen, TV screen is over there on that side, 148 inch or 149 inch, 235.1. Over here on this side, I'm going to be doing a Leviathan and Sugar Plum Fairy, two screens side by side. Those are going to be my gaming setups. And then the entire wall from this section here, the other part's going to be a bathroom. It's going to be coated with the Alpha um, um, Cinemax. And we're going to have a projector NEC drop from the ceiling here. That should be able to knock out that entire wall because it has a lens shift on it. Allows me to push the image down and I can projector map the entire wall. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to play on my computer, but I also want to be able to see the whole entire background wall change at will, which I think would be pretty cool to watch. See, from any angle, it'll pick up. From any angle, this screen can push. Also, to the screen, we're going to be installing, the screen's going to be right there. So I'm going to put the screen right here. Sorry about that. And my projector is going to be right there. So when I walk into the door, yeah, this thing's going to get hit with light left and right. We got this overhead sometimes will be on. We have the door lights when I push it, and when the garage comes up, lights want to filter through it. But it's an FLE screen. It has that AdTech technology that's allowed to absorb sunlight. And if it absorbs sunlight, that stuff is easy. Put that stuff anywhere we want. We're going to make out of it a kind of like a abstract display. So we're actually going to get, I got this is a plastic shop I'm working with that can mold plastic the way I want it, like curve it and rip it and whatever. And you could projector map or 3D map your images into it. And you can have this in a fully lit display because, again, technology is designed to filter sunlight. When you got a screen that can filter sunlight, that means you can stick it anywhere, any display you want, and it will never wash out because, again, it's used to taking on sunlight. I'm going to do a couple pieces at the other shop. We're going to be doing a couple of show pieces, and then this way we can have people come down to the shop, the garage, and check out. We're going to call it, I've got a nickname, we're going to call it the paint garage, or whatever we're going to call it, some nickname, we'll give it something cool, and they can come and check it out. Look at Taco. Taco is always watching the screen. That's one thing about this catalog the most. He loves to watch the screen. That's why when I build my customized sofa, he's going to have a little sofa in my customized sofa so he can sit back and he can watch TV with me, which he does. If we wanted for a little trace house of cardboard still there, you could think that would all be one screen. But that's just old Amazon box that I had on the floor. I just got a few items in, and I decided to tear it up and paint it in and staple it just about in any direction. And this is how that technology works. That's why I said that, it hurts when I work hard. I work very hard to make good products. Very hard. I work long hours. When I was designing and engineering, putting in new rooms, and I'd work massive long hours. And when you got somebody come in and try to tear down what you build from the ground up because of jealousy, that's pretty sad. That is very, very sad. I'll always come in and back my products no matter what, and fight my battles at the same time. And the Lord fights our battles too also. My Lord is always with us fighting our battles. But as I told you before, this is God's technology. At the end of the day, you can call it whatever you want. It is what it is. It's always going to be victorious. It's always going to be do what it's designed to do. And the devil may come in and try to taint the name of what we do over here at the end of the day, but it's not going to work. See, somebody just left. Bye-bye, demon. They hate that. When you talk about the Lord, they hate it. Can't stand it. They got to go. Devil can't be around when they talking about the Lord. He got to go. That's how we said. When I see him leave, when I talk about God, I say, bye-bye, demon. Because they hate it. They can't stand it. Look how amazing that technology looks right there. So I got much to do today. I'm going to be out. I'm going to storage unit. I'm going to pick up my Christie and my Old Faithful, take these units back. I'm keeping this one right here because I'm still using that projector. Can you imagine the publicity next year? We're going to get off this bad boy. I rip up cardboard. I can rip cardboard up. So when you have that confidence level, you can tear up cardboard off the floor and show a demonstration on a white surface and a black surface and show the difference in your product. Even with the lights out, you can show the difference. This is why we got companies trying to tag in. Let's get something else right in here. You like that taco? Say, I love it. I absolutely love it. So the giant fish and birds and all that other good stuff on there. Got a bird wearing headsets. Okay, let's go entertain this thought. Oh, they did that again. Why did they do that? Why don't they just basically show some nice bright colors? They do that all the time. They show a bright colored thumbnail and you get it's like this boring gray. Like, what the freak are we watching here? So I got two different ways I want to display this technology. We're going to get a bigger showroom. So in one of the showrooms, we're going to have one with the screen. It's going to be covered up. We're going to have like a black shield over top of it. And when the projector hits it, so like a fabric projector hits it, we want it where the curtain opens up and the screen underneath it gets brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. Oh yeah, I definitely want to do that. That's going to be hot. That's going to be the fabric surface we're going to have covering a screen. When the projector hits, people think that's a projection screen, but it's not. When that curtain starts to open up, you start seeing that white push through. That's the technology. And then me walking out in front with an all black suit in front of the screen. We got a star field pulling up, and then we show it all white level, and you can only see my black. That's it. You can't see the screen pulling up the high white. Yeah, we're going to basically advertise the daylights out of that. This is something gray and white screens can't do. Y'all don't see contrast. You can't produce outer space. I can never understand why these people sit in the dark and go, oh, look at you're not seeing contrast. If you have contrast, you should be able to do this outside with no problem. It should be a cakewalk. You should see 100% black in color at the same time. I mean, white levels should be to maintain without the screen becoming too dark and unwatchable. All right, so while you guys enjoy this, I'm gonna go do that. Let me see. Now, real quick, you know what I find interesting? Since, I think way back before Sevens, we've had this individual come on and go, oh, don't buy his products. Oh, stay away from his products. His products are this, his products are that. Yeah, here's the part you don't understand, gentlemen. God controls my company. Do you not understand that? You're more powerful than God. Can you take out God at the end of the day? This is why I continue to get orders. I will always get orders no matter what. I will always get contracts no matter what. If God is the one who blessed me with this technology, guess what else he's going to bless me with? The means to be able to make the money off of it and to flourish off my technology. That's what he's going to be able to do. That's the part you don't understand. You get on camera, y'all talk all this trash at the end of the day about, oh, but I'm the only one tested. I'm the only one producing tests. I'm the only one doing demonstrations that no one else is doing. Y'all haven't even matched any of my challenges, let alone put your screen paints against the tones. I've done so many black on black demonstrations, it's not even funny. I got to build an entire page to house all our test demonstrations because the new technology is coming out. It requires an insane amount of testing for black versus black. And you guys haven't done one, or one of you guys did do, and you matched. But I'm just saying, you really haven't done anything. And then when we buy your stuff to bring it down here for proper testing, you cancel. So that doesn't say much about what you guys know at the end of the day. As far as I'm concerned, you guys don't even make screen paint. You're just trolls. That's all you are. You don't have companies at all. They don't exist to us. At the end of the day, no one really takes you seriously. No form site, nobody takes you seriously at all. Don't show anything. And I got orders on the table, more orders coming in today. And you guys get bitter over that. You get bitter over my prices. Well, you make a product that works and is designed to do what it's designed to do. And guess what? You'll make some coin. Other than that, your product's not worth anything. So that's what I find kind of interesting. When I sit there and I have orders and they do all this, y'all do all that campaigning, all those fake demonstrations against our technology for us to get orders. Because our customers know good products when they see them. And they know fakes when they see them too. Interesting. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here showing a demonstration of outer space on a scrap cardboard Amazon box made out of multiple pieces that we stapled together. Yeah. So it just tells you that all that energy, all that time that you guys put in hating me, you could have been making something nice by now. And it shows you at the end of the day how I can handle my own, because I can go in, I can deal with all of y'all at the same time. Me by myself and God can handle all of y'all, crush y'all in the process, out y'all as liars y'all are, give you challenges to back your product and watch you fail every single one of them, buy your products and have you put my money back into my banking account, and to bring out technology that you've never even seen before on levels you can't even imagine even doing. That's what you're dealing with in the day. It takes all of y'all to take me as one person by myself. It takes all of y'all to take down me? Are you kidding me? That's what people see. All of y'all ganging up against one person, and I'm handling my own. I expose every last one of y'all on how fake y'all are right there for everybody to see. None of y'all can back your products up, not one. So that shows you the level that I stand on and who I serve. It takes all of y'all to take me down, and y'all still can't take me down. I'm still walking over you and crushing you at the same time and doing stuff like this. Only thing you guys can do is get on a little group chat and talk about me while I'm designing new products and doing big things. What have you got to show for it? Nothing. Not a thing. That shows you where my level's at. Now, once in those conversations, we talk about the return money that you sent back to my banking accounts, y'all never even brought that up. How come never brought up? One person never even brought up on the money you returned back to my accounts because you couldn't process orders because you're afraid of our testing. The other fellow, he didn't even bring up the fact that he tested your product and it came up gray. It didn't even come up black. Didn't even work. You didn't bring up the fact that your products were mostly water. The first ones were just mostly water. And you took multiple applications to try to paint the screen, which kept streaking like crazy. Didn't bring up range gain. That never came up at all, period. The other individual didn't even bring up the fact that he got caught in a YouTube video matching house paint on 2 different occasions. None of that came up at all. What happened to that conversation? Nothing at all. Does it make me upset that I see all three of y'all in the No, it makes me happy. It puts a smile on my face. Because y'all got to gang up on me. You got to bring people in to gang up on one person that's still holding his own. And in the end, what happened? Well, the guys are going to come up on conspiracy charges, and one of y'all are suing the daylights out of them. And what do you got to show for it? Nothing at all. Not a thing. Oh, well. So that tells you right there, people. That tells you how good my technology is. Literally. They have to gang up on one person in order to try to take them down, and you still haven't succeeded at that. Gentlemen, if I want to embarrass you, I'll just buy your paints and have you give me back my money. And have you make up excuses by, oh, we don't deal with scammers. And we don't. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's funny. I could buy your stuff. If I go on your website, I'll buy your stuff. You don't come on mine. The other one sent me 187 messages And not once, my shopping cart is right there. Did he go in and buy our products? They're right there. Why didn't you buy them? Okay, well, can't back your products up. It just says it right there. That is absolutely beautiful. Or you eat them with chopsticks. I wonder what that is. Okay, let me get these orders ready for these customers. I gotta go down and drop stuff off the shipping container. I got all that to do today. It's busy. It's a rainy day, which I don't mind the rainy days. I kind of like rainy days. And we got the new batch numbers up there right now. Now, again, we know that we're going to have people try to counterfeit a batch number. Oh, knock yourself out. You knock yourself out with one. Because, again, there's a video attached to it. It's a part we have to understand. There's a video attached to it. So if you mess with that stuff, it's made at 5 gallons at a time. Again, it's not going to go well. It's not worth it. Okay? It's really not worth it. You know, you don't live in Pennsylvania, you have to come here for court for trial. So you do know that basically it's going to inconvenience on so many levels. It's not even funny. You might even have the money for airline tickets. You still want to show. If you don't show, you lose the money. And if you don't get the money for airline tickets, you're not going to be able to pay 12 grand. So it's not worth it. Enjoy the product. Respect. That's why we do all this testing. Where the heck is my scissors? Why does a hamburger, McDonald's hamburger, never looks like that? Never looks like that, ever. You gotta go to a burger grill banner. Oh my God. A burger that looks like that. Just respect the product. You know what I like about this? The fact that the money I made off that's almost close to $1,000. But anyway, I keep all that. I pay off what I have to pay off for my taxes and stuff. But the rest of it I keep. I don't have any overhead expenses. Like literally I have none. Most of the money that goes into basically putting this place together comes off my Robinhood stocks. So really don't have any bills at all. Going to my storage unit. Robinhood's paying for that. And Robinhood pays for internet and pays for rent and everything else. So really, the money I make off that, I just drop into a banking account because I'm saving up for something. That's the beautiful thing about the tiny homes and living in areas like this. You really don't have any bills at all, period. I literally had to go to the bank and the bank was like, do you have any bills for to open a bank account? I was like, actually, no, I don't have any at all, period. Because electricity here is free, which I don't want to use anyway. I'm going to get my eco-food system put in, so I'm going to be coming off of this altogether. Because I need to understand how this thing runs independently by itself. I need to learn this machine, how it works, how it functions, and I can't do it if I got power running here from the building. It's going to cripple me. So I need to come off of that completely. I need to be self-sufficient. But no, I don't have any bills. I mean, you consider just the no, I don't have water bills, nothing like that. So no. Not really. And then once I get my place built, I won't have rent anymore either. That'll be gone because I'll own my unit. The only thing I'll have to pay is pretty much the rental fee for leasing the land, and Robinhood pays for that because I invested into stock. So they pay for that. So really nothing at all, period. And then once I get my tiny home community built out there, which I want to do, I'm going to rent out those properties to allow people to get the experience, what it feels like to be in a tiny home before they make the giant leap. So it gives them an idea to see what it's like. Maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't, give them that chance. At least to have them do it before they cough a lot of money into it and they figure out later on they don't want it and don't like it. I love it, but they may not like it. So they get a chance to do a little rental, and that's going to make a considerable amount of money for me to be able to pay off the land on some other things that I want to do. And yeah, going to make money off of this. I had so many people contact me who have garages, man cave garages, and they want to put projector screens in. And what better way to basically advertise that than actually being in one? All right, let me get this order taken care of. Ugh, I gotta get out the door. Get me out the door. Out the door, George. Out the door. 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 All right, that's finished and done. Bye. Thank you, Jesus. Got that all finished. Put this over here in the corner. I'm taking this out on Saturday. I gotta drop by on Saturday to go see my people. It's right here. This is the side. This is the other orders that are going out. Did I put that these? No, I did not. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. I was kind of curious. People who live in the islands, all right, so you have tropical birds around you all the time. Some of them I know are domesticated because people feed these birds and they become domesticated. So is it this? How would it? I'm just curious because you go over there, you go over here to a pet shop, you go buy one of these birds. These birds cost a lot of money. These birds aren't cheap. These birds can cost like $13,000-14,000 for a bird. I had a guy who had a black toucan, and that thing was like something like 10 grand for that bird, and the cage was the size of a freaking refrigerator. It was huge. So I'm like, okay, so over here, I guess you got to get the shots and all that stuff and everything. But still, it's the same thing over there. I mean, if you get like a stray dog or a stray, like a bird or whatever, you can get the same thing, the shots for it and all. But the difference over there, y'all got it for free. But we can't bring them over here because, again, you can't transport anything like that over into another country because, customs won't allow you to do it. But then you think about it, like, I mean, it's like almost like getting the bird for free because it's right there. You know what I mean? And some of them are domesticated. I guess some are going to be wild at the end of the day. I mean, how do you think we got horses? They're wild horses. Someone had to go out, get the horse, tame it, so make it rideable so you can have a horse. But that's what they did. So same thing with these birds and stuff. I mean, how do they get a bird and they have to domesticate it and then it will breed and those birds have become already domesticated. So over there, they're free. They're like all over the place. And some of them even come up to, I heard they come right to the hotel and people feed them and everything. And if they're around humans enough, which they're not around humans, they're around birds, so they talk like birds, but they're around humans, they can pick up their vocal cords and start talking like people. So that's a $10,000 bird sitting there looking right back at you. You go to the States and you go buy, that thing's 10 grand. Like at one point, I don't. They probably do. They probably still have wild horses running around, purebred black stallions. Remember the movie The Black Stallion? Yeah, just running around. People like, well, it's like a $50,000 horse over there. Only reason why you can't touch it because that horse will kick the living crap out of you because it's wild. It's not domesticated. You got to domesticate that animal. I mean, it's just interesting to think about that kind of stuff. That's where my brain wanders off to. I'm just always thinking about something way outside in another area. Like it's right there. It's like $10,000 bird that you're feeding right now. That could be your pet right there. But you can't bring it past customs because it's against the law to bring that animal into the States. So, you'll go over to your country and you'll buy the same bird that costs you $10,000 or $8,000 or $5,000, $15,000. Yeah, that's what the black toucan was, a $15,000 bird. That thing is not cheap. Gee whiz. Drop it low. Bum, 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 Let's see. Man. Let's get to that. Let me show you something. This is what I want. You see that? That's what I want. See where my neighbors are at? Way over there. This is paradise for me right here. I love when people show those things on how they show those things on Facebook. They show this place out in the middle of nowhere and they go, would you stay out here with no Wi-Fi? Oh heck yes I would. No Wi-Fi, no internet. Yeah, I'll find something to do. I'll just get myself a wood shop and I'll just start building stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, this one's done. That's ready to go. Did I put the batch numbers on these? The container, I think I did put the batch number on that one. Okay, let me see. Where the batch number that? I just pulled 3 of them up already for this. Oopsie, we tripped over stuff. This right there. Oh, okay, we got this one and this one. We got another container here. All right. No, and that's the order. That's order for the customer. That's what I see. Supposed to have the numbers extra list. Let's see. That's funny. I'm thinking of some crazy stuff. I was playing a game last night. People say some funny stuff in the chat. I was in there cracking up. I swear, I never thought about it, but now I think about it, it's like they're actually not even that far off from that one. They're actually right on that. You're talking about freaking like the back in the day when they had the Ronald McDonald freaking Jumbo Gym in McDonald's, like they had McDonald's literally was big enough that you could have it like a gymnasium on one side and your kid could run in this giant ball pit and it's called Ronald McDonald Land. If you were a kid, you remember that. And that's when they had real hamburgers and styrofoam containers and the food was actually good. You didn't have to run to the bathroom afterwards. It was actually real good food. But anyway, so I've been in it a couple of times. Like I said, for me, when we were kids growing up, there was 10 of us. McDonald's was considered to be a luxury. You know, kids across the street from us, there were two of them, and one kid down the street was the only child. They were constantly at McDonald's all the time. But there was 10 of us, so when we went, it was like a luxury to go to McDonald's. But I do remember that whole Ronald McDonald Land, which was really interesting. And when you're a kid, you do see it definitely differently. But now we're talking about that, or we played a game last night, and the guy was like, yeah, I remember that. Freaking, what do you call it? Infested germ factory, boogie factory. That's pretty much what he called it. Ain't nothing wrong about that, because kids, man, before you go in there and grab your kid out of one of them, just make sure you don't touch the walls when you're in there, because kids, oh, man. Yeah, they pick and stick everywhere in that bad boy. My God. You don't think about when you're a kid, but yeah. I watched my kids' hands coming out of that bad boy. I'd be terrified to go in there, to tell you the truth. You got kids sneezing throughout them tunnels and everything. I mean, they're kids. Kids are actually germ factories. You know what I mean? I've gotten sick through a couple of my nieces and nephews. They contract whatever because their immune systems are not strong enough to fight stuff. It's not their fault. In the day, they just collect a lot of germs. And it's like a sneeze in front of you, and you'll have one of the most jacked up colds you ever had in your entire life. What the freak did my nephew just give me? Like, really messed you up. But yeah, you go through one of those jumbo gyms, yeah, you're asking for it at the end of the day, because you got to remember, there's a bunch of kids running around in there, and they're picking their nose and sticking the wall and slobber and everything in there, and they're sneezing all through that bad boy, and we don't think about it. You go get your kid out of there, and you're like, I'm going to go climb up in there. You don't do that, and you wonder why. About a week later, you feel like the death is at your front door. That's why, because you caught everything that was up in there. Meanwhile, a kid will get sick. His immune system won't be that strong, but the immune system is strong because, again, he's younger and it's much more stronger. So they'll get sick. They'll be back on their feet in no time at all, running through the house, and you'll be walking around the house with a blanket wrapped around you like you're doing a reenactment of Star Wars, because, man, you'll be messed up. It's interesting about that. Some suckers will get sick and bam, bounce back out of nowhere because their immune systems are through the freaking roof. It's like their immune systems are low and they can get sick faster, but their immune systems are high and they can get over colds faster. Where we get it, we have it for a while. We use the term fighting the cold. But yeah, that whole jumbo gym display, yeah, that guy pointed it out perfectly. There's a couple of things that he pointed out that was interesting. Bobbing for apples. Yeah, that's a nasty, nasty thing to do. You have any idea how disgusting bobbing for apples are? Now, you really don't think about it. I never bobbed for apples when I was a kid. My mom wouldn't allow us, and I know why she wouldn't. When I was a kid, I was very upset. She would never allow us to bob for apples, ever. And she did it when she was a little girl. But as she got older, she realized something about the whole bobbing for apple thing. And she permitted us never to stick her head in that bucket of water. Now, when you open your mouth, you do know, and I hate to say, people, if you're eating, I'm sorry about this, but it's going to get a little gross here. When you're eating, saliva comes out of your mouth automatically. And you have a bucket with a bunch of people sticking their head in it, including a dog. And I had a dog in there one time, and that saliva is transferring into that water. And you think about it. Now, if you're thrown up already, I'm sorry. I apologize if I put you through that. But you'll learn that next time you go to a party and somebody says, hey, Mike, we're bobbing for apples. How about you come over here and stick your head in this germ-infested bucket so you, so you can wake up the next day with some kind of pink eye. Yeah, that's literally what it is. Disgusting. I don't know who came up with that idea, but that idea came up before I was born. But yeah, disgusting. Fondue pot. That's nasty. That's real nasty. That makes my stomach turn when I think about that. And people double dip. They do. They bite off something, they put it back in all the time. Ugh. That's why I don't do any of that stuff. Parties where they have open dip and all that stuff, I don't touch any of that stuff. Here's another nightmare for you. The fountain display that they have that pushes the chocolate through. Another thing you don't touch. You don't ever go near that thing, ever. Because when that chocolate's flowing through, it's being recycled. It's going through a unit, it's pumping it back up, it's coming around. Yeah, it's like an endless fountain of chocolate. What you don't realize is that kids come over to that bad boy and they stick their fingers in it. They suck on it. They stick them. I watched it because I worked in a couple of restaurants and I've seen some really crazy horror shows. Yeah, freaking the buffet. I don't touch any buffets. None of them. I don't care. You know the sneeze guard that they have? That's for adults. What about sneeze guard for kids? There is none for sneeze guards for kids. Now, some places I have seen a little tiny shield all the way around. I've seen that. And some places I haven't. So basically, you just have a flat table, and a kid will stick his head up on the table because he's curious what's up there. And if they sneeze, guess where it's going directly into? The food. I've seen that happen multiple times. I had to come out there and clear the whole table out and explain to the owner that the sneeze guard only adapts for the adults. It doesn't adapt to the kids that can peek up to eye level to the table and sneeze one right across the table and hit the food. That's why I don't go near the buffets anymore. Yeah, they'll ruin you. You'll see some stuff. Rather just make my own food. Or watch everything they're making. Only restaurants I go to where I can actually see them make the food right in front of me. Yep, people don't think about that up here. And I used to go to buffets all the time. Literally used to go to buffets all the time. I love buffets. Until I saw that happen at a restaurant, I was like, nope. No. Now, some of them now they have the guard around it. And then you wonder why that guard is there? That's why the guard is there. Because kids will lean up and go, and they'll hit right in the food. And the parents won't say, Jack, they'll just grab their hand and walk away. I'm like, good, great. And I'll watch somebody come in and take a spoon and put it in the same section where the kid just sneezed. And I got to run over like, oh, nope. And I got to make up an excuse because I can't tell them someone sneezed in it. That's bad for business. I got to sit there and say, hey, we're going to bring out a fresh batch. So when you hear that word, we're bringing out a fresh batch, that's kind of what it means. I can't tell you the oysters are bad or this is bad or that is bad because that's not going to sound right. Oh, no, we're going to bring out a fresh batch. We bring out fresh food all the time. It's protocol. Yep, that's why we do buffets. You don't see that little fence guard around it. Don't touch the buffet. Now you learned something. Something interesting. Yeah. So I was telling my sister about this. I said, yeah, watch this. I watched her niece got up there and literally eye level, right there, right where the table was at. If she had sneezed, it'd have been all in the food. So I don't touch buffets anymore. Unless they got the guard. But then again, even if they do have the guard, you still have kids that actually are going to be over the guard, and they're not tall enough to hit the adult guard level, and they're not short enough to hit the smaller guard level, so they're right in between, so they still can nail that screen, and they still can nail it. Yeah, it's a dangerous. You're taking some chances if you go near that table. You're taking some chances. I know some people right now like, oh man, you got to be kidding me. I was about to go to the buffet and you destroyed it for me. Yeah, well, good. You want to be sick? Yeah, there you go. I'm not trying to turn you into a germophobic, but man, you got to understand, man, at the end of the day, man, you should be carrying bacteria soap on you all the time. Go to the mall, touch the escalator. I do that all the time. Never really thought about it. Touch the escalator. God knows who was touching what, when, and where was on that freaking escalator when you touched it. Keep in mind, they do sanitize it, but you're not going to sanitize it every freaking second. That's virtually impossible. Yeah, that would be impossible. You couldn't do that. So anybody can be doing anything, anywhere, and they could touch the freaking rail, and you would touch it, and then you go get something to eat, not thinking about it, and you transfer that to yourself. As COVID taught you nothing. Yeah, anything and everything can be any surface can carry a germ. But you just have to carry that bacteria soap on you all the time. Regardless, you're going to be carrying it with you forever. Should have been carrying it forever, period. I never thought about it either myself. Escalator handrails are dirty. You know what else is real dirty to carry? Money. Money is extremely dirty to carry. I carry everything on cards. I don't carry money at all, period. I don't like to take money at all. I don't know where money has been. Money is trifling. Unless money has been brand new and been printed out that day out of the bank, I'll touch it then. We're not printed out of the bank, you know what I'm talking about. It's crisp and new, but if it's dirty and old, I'm not putting my hands on it. This is why when kids give money, they put it in their mouth. That's filthy. You don't know where money has been at. Money could have been any place. It could have been in a G-string somewhere. It could have been anywhere. Yeah. Oh, that's the troll. That's Crow contacting us right now. You hear the messages? That's him. He's trolling us. He's probably in the room right now with us, right now. Angry and bitter. Told you it's a sad dude. He's a real sad dude. I don't think he likes our scrap screen. We did such an amazing job with it. Here, let me show you something. Hear that? See how it got quiet? That's Jamie. He's mad. He's bitter. He don't like the fact that we got orders. We get orders every day. Let's see where we at. Here we go. 10 messages he sent us. Isn't that interesting? He's very bitter. I told you he's a bitter dude. All right, let's go. We got things to talk about and time to deal with that. That guy's got problems. All right, so yeah, you just gotta watch where you go and where you take your kids and stuff like that. You don't want to get sick, you know. Make sure you carry hand sanitation soap on you all the time, you know, because again, like I said, and stay away from the buffet tables, man. You go on a cruise ship, yeah. That's another thing that freaks me out too. The cruise ship. Literally had this happen to a person. You know, the cruise ship where they stop and they go to different islands and stuff like that, which is freaking cool. I think that's amazing. But somebody somewhere went somewhere on the cruise ship and they went to one of these islands and they caught a virus and they brought it back to the ship. And everywhere they were at, they transferred this virus all over the ship and everybody got sick. That's what freaks me out about doing cruise ships. You're trapped on that unit, and that's what they were. They were trapped on the unit because whoever had it, it was jumping from one host to the next like crazy. But they caught it somewhere on one of the islands and they brought it over to the boat. That's why life is nothing but risk. Literally, it is nothing but risk. Not going to stop you from going. You should go. Enjoy yourself. That's why you got to pray. You got to pray over everything. Pray. Pray over your food. Pray everything. I pray over everything that I eat, anything that I touch, anything that comes in, I pray over it because you never know what's behind it or what's on it or whatever. So far, screen looks amazing, doesn't it? The problem is I don't think we're talking about him enough and he's upset and angry about that. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. We're not talking about you. I mean, look, we're doing things at the end of the day. We got things to do. I understand this upsets you. I don't know why. And I can't tell him to make anything better because you can't. He's got trials coming up. So that is the last thing on your mind right now you should be thinking about. There we go. They got this place up here in the mall. I haven't been to the mall yet since I've been up here. And it's supposed to have like everything from Japan. You can buy everything from Japan in there. They got all kinds of cool stuff up there. So I got to go over there and check it out. They've been talking about that for the longest time. Everything they have in Japan, anything you can think about, they got it down in there. I got to check it out. Man, that place has got to be awesome. I'm going to do a little decoration in here with that stuff too on top of that when I get there and see what they got. I've had Korean ice cream. Korean ice cream is actually freaking amazing. It's actually better than our ice cream. I hate to say it, but it is. It's not sweet, but it's an interesting taste. It's not sweet. It's like really wholesome. It's amazing. Try it out. If you got an H Mart in your area, those are Korean supermarkets. That's what they were called up here. Well, that's what they are still called up here. Check out some of the food they got there. It's actually freaking amazing. We got our fish on display. What we got in time here, people? Yeah. So I gotta go in and I gotta get ready because we got some things we gotta do today. I still gotta come in here and I gotta caulk all this out and get that ready because we got some openings in here that have to be done. We already picked up the caulking already to get that finished. And then Monday we gotta come in here and we gotta finish up the rest of the installation. And then once the installation's all finished and done, I gotta go in and get the drywall and soundboard and put all that in. So it's going to be interesting. And then we got to raise the floor. And then once we raise the floor, we can install the bathroom and all that stuff. So it's going to be a lot of interesting stuff to get done in here. Other than that, as you see, the screen paint's working fantastic. This is the batch number on the product that I'm actually shipping out right now for our customers. And that's something I say right there too. Before you buy products, make sure they have batch numbers. That's another thing they should have. At least you know your product's tested. Don't be buying stuff that's not tested correctly. That's why I told you from the door, you know, and I don't care if this person gets mad, it's true. You matched a house paint. So the biggest fear that customers are going to have when it comes to house paint products, or sorry, screen paint products, is that are you getting what you paid for? Are you being shipped a house paint? Are you getting a professional screen paint in the end? What are you getting? And the only way you're going to be able to determine this if the seller can show you that the product has been properly tested. And this is why another thing we're going to be pushing for, not only for testing, but all products should have batch numbers attached to them to show that they work. For them, I guess they feel a screen that works is a screen in a dark environment and with a projector head in it. Guess what can do that? House paint can do the same thing. You have to show the difference between your product and house paint. Behr, any one of them can do the exact same thing that any gray screen paint can do right now today. The black products they have out there, well, we've done those tests. We can actually back our products up if they don't match. That's why we have something called black versus black. So are you really getting the real product in the mail, or are you getting just house paint? That's what you got to figure out. And that's why you got to ask for those tests. Before you buy any screen paint from us, before you buy any screen paint from anybody, make sure they can show you tests that the product was tested, videos that the product was tested before it was sold. Make sure they can show you some form of gray versus gray, where you can see a difference between their product, and make sure these are posted directly to the site. All these tests should be done on the site, everything, so you can see it for yourself to make a comparison before you make a purchase. And Wolf is out there saying, "What does a box say?" Yeah, you need to make sure all that. Now he's sitting there carrying on and acting up on our channel right now. Again, where's my black paint? I've been asking for that for the longest time, haven't I, people? Where's our black paint? I'm pretty sure he got the certified letter by now. I got to check the tracking number and see if he got it, if he denied it, if he got it or not. But if you got time to be sending me messages and acting up and carrying on and calling me a scammer, where's my paint that I've requested? I'm still here waiting. Well, today's going to be the last day for him, so, you know, if he doesn't pick it up, we'll just buy it ourselves. All right, people, I'm gonna get out of here. I got much to do. I gotta send all that over to the FBI unit, as I told you before. They've already explained to them if anything comes up at all, period, in the middle of their investigation, to just send it over. So I'm gonna go send those messages over to them. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. For those who purchase our products, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support, for supporting our company. And thank you all, and God bless.